Hi there, it's Monday. Good evening. Um, it's almost dinner, so here I am, Facebook Love. It's This is 3 Mondays since I moved my office home and started working at home and barely going out. So I guess that makes it 22 days. I did some gardening, went for a long walk, read some, worked, and thought about what poem would touch me today. And I thought first of Margaret Atwood. I will share some of hers maybe later this week because I'm reading the follow-up to The Handmaid's Tale right now, which is called The Testaments. But Margaret's poems are very pointy, and I didn't feel that pointy today. I feel a little down energy, though I got a lot done so far, so weird. But anyway, so I thought, who makes me feel wonderful while still thoughtful? And I thought of Robert Frost. And this poem is from 1969, so I was alive. And it's called Birches. And I'm just going to do one today because this one is a bit long. So, Robert Frost, Birches. When I see birches bend left and right across the lines of straighter, darker trees, I like to think some boy's been swinging them. But swinging doesn't bend them down to stay as ice storms do. Often you must have seen them loaded with ice a sunny winter morning after a rain. They click upon themselves as the breeze rises and turn many-colored as the stir cracks and crazes their enamel. Soon the sun's warmth makes them shed crystal shells, shattering and avalanching on the snow crust. Such heaps of broken glass to sweep away, you'd think the inner dome of heaven had fallen. They are dragged to the withered bracken by the load, and they seem not to break, though once they are bowed so low for long, they never right themselves. You may see their trunks arching in the woods years afterwards, trailing their leaves on the ground like girls on hands and knees that throw their hair before them over their heads to dry in the sun. But I was going to say, when truth broke in with all her matter of fact about the ice storm, I should prefer to have some boy bend them as he went out and in to fetch the cows, some boy too far from town to learn baseball, whose only play was what he found himself, summer or winter, and could play alone. One by one, he subdued his father's trees by riding them down over and over again. And not one but hung limp, not one was left for him to conquer. He learned all there was to learn about not launching out too soon, and so not carrying the tree away clear to the ground. He always kept his poise to the top branches, climbing carefully with the same pains you use to fill a cup up to the brim and even above the brim. Then he flung outward, feet first with a swish, kicking his way down through the air to the ground. So was I once myself a swinger of branches, of birches, and so I dream of going back to be. It's when I'm weary of considerations and life is too much like a pathless wood where your face burns and tickles with the cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping from a twig's having lashed across it open. I'd like to get away from earth a while and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me and half grant what I wish and snatch me away not to return. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snow-white trunk toward heaven, till the tree could bear no more, but dipped its top and set me down again. That would be good, both going and coming back. One could do worse than be a swinger of Birches. Birches by Robert Frost. He said something pointy in there, and he said some lovely things and made me think of the trees themselves. My dad taught me that birches live only in younger woods, and they disappear later as the wood matures, and they're my favorite tree. So I think I must like only the young woods. And also, Frost is talking about kind of wanting to go back to that, and about being a kid, messing about, making your own fun. And I think as we're stuck in our homes, how much I would love to be a child and just see this as a time to get close to my parents and play board games and cheat at cards and do whatever kids are doing. I suppose they're playing on computers more than they're playing board games and cards, but I like to imagine the board games and cards more. I love the image of the girls flipping their hair to get it to dry. That's so dear. And I love how he says that he doesn't really want to go. He just wishes that he might get that experience, but not really leave. And how he says that he'd like for it all to start over. I'd love to start over sometimes. So, have a lovely evening. Birches by Robert Frost. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.